Hello everyone and welcome to a special episode. How many left of Ford Focus Mark 1s in the UK.com, or at least in that order. I love doing these little episodes. I hope you're well. It's been a long time, well it feels like it. So I hope you're all doing well and enjoying your cars, whether it's Focus Mark 1 or not. Anyway, how many left of Mark 1s? Well, first of all, I'm going to come on to that. For those of you who are Mark III Fiesta addicts, the numbers for Mark IIIs, I've done the numbers on them. They're very low. That's all you need to know. We've lost about 100 off, combined off sawn and what was on the road from 12 months ago, which is ridiculous. There's hardly any left. There's about 750 left. That's just nothing. Anyway, Mark 1 Focuses, that's why you're here. Mark 1 Focuses are literally 9 years behind Mark III Fiestas in terms of production, 1989, 1998. So it gives you an idea of how bad it could actually be for Mark 1s if they are allowed to go the way of the wind. That won't happen because Mark 1s don't rust as badly as Mark III Fiestas, and they're very, I'd say we're way more desirable for the age we live in. I think Mark III's kind of went through banger territory way too long. Now, because of classic car awareness, I think there is an awareness of, there is a classic car, a modern classic scene. And I think these have been lucky enough to benefit from that. Whereas I don't think Mark III's have had that benefit, well, not early enough, too late for them. Which is why there's so few. I don't think Mark 1s will ever get that low, but you're here to find out how many Mark 1s are left. Well, this is June 2026, and the data always reflects Q4 2025 or 2024, the end of the year basically. So the data is 6 months behind, but it doesn't read very well. Mark 1 numbers have decreased by another 25% based off what was left last year, which was 40,000. We have lost in 12 months a quarter of Mark 1s, literally a quarter. We've gone down to 30,000. I can't believe that. 30,000 on the roads. Now, there are obviously a lot of Mark 1s that are on sawn, but many of them are not going to come back to the roads, and there is no pattern for me to depict that line going down on a graph is curving and slowing down. There is absolutely no sign of that. There's actually no sign that people are taking them off the road to repair them in order to bring them back. There's just no sign of that. I mean, I could tell probably a few special limited editions have just started to buffer a bit, but in general, that line is going straight down. It has been a pretty much a 24-25% drop in the last 4 years since I started doing this. 92,000 Mark 1s were left in 2021, would you believe it? And now we've left with 30, less than a third of literally in about 4 years. In the next few years up to the end of the decade, that's going to be an interesting figure. I've always predicted around 10,000 is going to be the bottom line, but equally so, I'm not too sure, to be honest. As I say, nowhere near Mark III Fiestas, but nevertheless, it makes certain editions of the Mark 1 incredibly rare. ST170s, only just over 1,000 of them. Unbelievable. They're still going the way of the wind. There's a lot of limited editions like the Millennium. There's only 28 of them. The Z-Tech collection, even rarer, 62 of them. Michael brought his Z-Tech collection to the drive in the last video. It was amazing to see such a rare car on a drive like that. I mean, to be fair, Mr. Inc is quite rare. 2-litre automatics. I can do engines to models, but I can only predict that there's around 600 2-litre automatics left, of which an estate version of that would be even rarer, probably. I think this is a one-off person there. I've never seen another one of these. So Mark 1s are getting to that stage now where your Mark 1 could be quite rare, and it's definitely a one-off to you, the owner, but a one-off as people see it. It's incredible. I saw a 1.4 LX just outside of Birmingham city centre literally the other week. My eyes popped out. A 1.4 LX, but this was the best bit about it. I could tell it was a 1.4 because of the wheel trims. It was a three door. It was a three door 1.4 LX. That just boggles my mind how rare that car is. It's probably, you couldn't really pick more than 5 or 10 of them that exist. So that's just incredible. And then we got the Flight and Edge editions. I mean, they used to be quite healthy, but now I see a sudden drop in Flight editions and Edge. Again, on the drive, on that last video, one of the cars that came around that lovely village and up that hill, well, Adam followed suit in his TDDI, and the next car, quite coincidentally, because you'll hear the change in engine pitch, is the TDCI, which was in my friend Jason's Edge diesel. Would you believe it? That car, there's only about 80 of them. That's ridiculous. How rare that is. There's an awful lot more. I've got someone who's got a chick and an ebony. I mean, they're ridiculously rare. I mean, I've literally never actually seen a chick or an ebony. Automatics are doing okay, actually. They represent about 20% of what's left, which is far more than what was produced to manuals. It was something like 90 to 10%. Now automatics are doing quite well. People look after them because a lot of people want to drive automatics these days. Sorry, manual guys. It's quite an uptake. In the club, we've got a massive variety of cars, and we really do have a nice balance between actually estate saloons and 3-doors and 5-door hatches. It's quite a nice correlation with what was actually on the roads originally in the first place. So it's nice to see that. But anyway, in terms of numbers, I can only say there's no signs of it slowing down. And if you really want a Mark 1, you can't be picky with what you get, because you know, some people want to go out and they want to buy a certain limited edition or a certain spec, a certain engine. Good luck. You're going to have to look very carefully. Never buy the first one that you see, but if it's a really good one without rust and good paintwork, I don't know what you're waiting for, because the mechanics are, you know, that they're not your problem. It really is the club's job to keep as many of these on the roads and just facilitate the support, because people need to know where the parts are, how to do this and how to do that, and the club's running very well because of it. And I no doubt that we will take a massive proportion of the surviving examples. There are not many members of the club at the moment. I mean, we're doing well from what we thought we were going to do, but in terms of the overall picture, I mean, 30,000 Mark 1s, that's an awful lot of Mark 1s just in the hands of Joe Bloggs. And I don't know if there are going to be 10,000 enthusiasts that will want one, because I literally don't think that there's going to be that many left. Just a few little things that do inhibit Mark 1 ownership to a lot of people who struggle to get their hands dirty and do the practical stuff on these cars themselves and save some money, because these are expensive cars, and 10,000 probably is quite high. Some people will probably give me a lower guess. So if you want to guess your numbers, I'll see where we are in a few years if you're quite interested. But yeah, at the end of 2030, I think. Anyway, before it starts raining all the time, that is your numbers. But you can go on the Mark 1 Focus Preservation Club website, okay? And you can check out how many are left. I've got all the spreadsheet stuff there, and I've given a breakdown per year. So if you've got a 2003 LX, you can see how many 2003 LXs survive. So go to a section called how many left. It's on the public part of the website, because I think, you know, how many left, that information should be public, and anybody can go on the website and view this. So have a look and just see what you think. Anyway, you take care, and I shall see you in hopefully not a rainy day at a national meet. Take care.